那我们开始的时候要敬。
At the beginning, we need to pay homage to our lineage gurus, to our own lineage gurus, homage to the Venerable Maung Liao Ming, homage to Master Sakya Zeng Kong, the Zhong Rinpoche, homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, homage to Master Dupten Dorji, homage to the three jewels of the altar, homage to the main deity of the group practice today, Mahachundi Buddha Mother. Sumo, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, all disciples present here and over the internet. Good evening, everybody. How do you do?
你好，大家好。我们今天与会的贵宾是中华民国
VIPs today are
代表处
the wife of the Taipei rep to Sweden, Mrs. Ambassador Daniel Liao, Dharma Sister Judy,
中国中委会会计师
Accountant to Buddha School, Dharma Sister Teresa,
中天电视台给你点上心灯
producers for Gini Diansang Shinten of the CTI TV Taiwan, Dharma Sister Rebecca Xiaqi,
庄俊耀医师
Dr. Ryan Zhong,
林淑华医师
and Dr. Su Lin.
我们这个大西雅图台湾同校会会长 林正林
And the
先
head
生
of Seattle Taiwan Association, Mr. Lin.
谢谢他来。
Thank you for coming.
我们今天呢是同修
Today, we perform
大准提。
the group practice of
我
Mahachundi.
记得这个已经讲过很多遍，
And I have mentioned this many times before,
是我的一位上师
that Mahachundi Buddha Mother
的普方上师，
was
他传给我的
transmitted by one of my gurus, Master Pufang.
华本，
And he
都在
had
我这里。
many practice
普
procedures
方上师有一个影像
that he gave to me.
那是普方上师，
That the picture
就
is
是
Master
在
Pufang.
台北，
He's in Taipei
那个叫社子岛吧，
at the place
社
called
子
Sezi
岛
Dao.
叫社子岛。他那边有一个总持寺，
There he had a temple
上师
called the
总持寺。
All-Inclusive Temple.
普方上师的本尊就是准提佛。
So the personal deity of Master Pufang was Mahachundi
总
Buddha Mother.
持寺是怎么来？总持寺
So
就是
the
当
all-inclusive
我们的这个
temple,
手印，准提佛母的手印，
the Mahachundi's mudra is this. When you form this mudra,
这个就是手印的总持。这个手印又叫做
this
总
mudra
持印，
is also called the Zongci mudra, which means the principal mudra or the
所以
all-inclusive
普方
mudra.
上师的寺庙叫总持
And because the name of the mudra is Zhong Ci mudra, his temple is also called the Zhong Ci temple, related to Mahachundi. Mahachundi had an origin. She belongs to the family of Guan Yin Bodhisattva. That's why she's also referred as Junti Guan Yin. And Jundi Bodhisattva is very popular in Japanese Tantrayana. And also Chinese Tantrayana and Taiwanese Tantrayana. And in Tibetan Tantrayana, some do enshrine and practice Mahachundi. However, she's not as popular. In Japanese Tantrayana was founded by Kobudaishi or Kukai that obtained from the Venerable Elder Huiguo Tantric Dharma and brought it back to Japan. And afterwards it's called the Japanese Tantrayana. And the Chinese Tantrayana that was in China came from Vajrabodhi, Amogappa, and San started in the Tang Dynasty and entered into China, and they transmitted in Tibet area. This was called the Chinese Tantrayana. And as we know, there's also the Taiwanese Tantrayana. Actually, it's not as what people think, but actually the Tantrayana that was transmitted by Mount Tiantai. So now you're clear the differences between what the Japanese Tantrayana, the Chinese Tantrayana, the Mount Tiantai Tantrayana, and Tibetan Tantrayana. So we need to be clear. There are differences between Tantrayana in these 4 different places. From Mount Tiantai, it's called the Tai Mi. In Japanese, called the Dong Mi. In Chinese, in China, it's Zhong Mi. And the Vajrabodhi, Amogappas, and the San Wu-Zi was the founder of Tantrayana in China that came from Tibet. San Wu-Zi. And Mahachundi Buddha Mother So the Chinese Tantrayana was transmitted to Japan and then to Taiwan. So it's like reflecting back. So Mahachundi Buddha Mother had 18 arms and 3 eyes. And this is the mudra, the Zongci mudra, or the Jundi mudra, and the mantra. And there was a Dharma practice called the Jundi mirror. And Majundi here, and then in front, a mirror supported by 2 dragons who are her attendants. So Jundi mirror, Dharma practice, and you look at the mirror and continually chanting until light is generated inside the mirror, and Mahajundi appears in the mirror. Only then it would be called an attainment in this practice. After you have attainments in Mahajundi practice, in Tribuddha schools, this is considered as a yidam as well as a protector. So both yidam and protector. And she's the Vajra with utmost purity. She has many Vajra epithets or Vajra titles. And Vajra with utmost purity that can purify you completely, can eradicate karma, and improve, enhance your wisdom, and increase your provisions. And with 18 arms, and each of the hands is holding a Dharma implement to represent her power. So she has 18 arms with 18 kinds of Dharma powers.
那么今天呢，我们讲这个道果。
And today we will talk about Lamdre.
这2个版本来道果有2个版本是不太一样的。好多个，其实道果
There are several revisions of Lamdre. Actually, there are many of them.
这个
many versions.
道果本身呢，它是属于萨迦教。
Lamdre belongs to the Sakya school. Sakya Pandita Virupa taught Lamdre. And Virupa was the patriarch of the Sakya school of Tibetan Tantrayana. There were several patriarchs of Lamdre. And the most important one, who was the military general of Mongolian country, it's called Pasipa. Is that right?
88这位祖师是很有名的，就是当过
This one was very famous. He was the national teacher of the Mongolian country, and Sakya Pandita Virupa.
里面，萨迦有这个5祖。
There were the 5 patriarchs of the Sakya school. Why is it called Sakya? It meant the gray sand. So Sakya means the gray dirt or sand. And the lineage. Now in India there is Sakya tradition. And in Seattle, the head is the Dakjen Rinpoche, but now who had left the world. And there was a Dharma king in India, Sakyatrishin, and another Dharma king. But before, the Dharma king lived in Seattle. One time in Seattle, during the sea fair, the temple, our Seattle temple, set up a booth. And the Sakya Dharma king, Dr. Rinpoche, came to our booth and took the prayer wheel, a small prayer wheel, and he was playing with it. He was the Dharma king of the Sakya school, playing with the prayer wheel. But our one of our reference, one of the hunchback brought it, took it, grabbed it back from the Dharma king. You have to pay for it. Actually, it's okay to offer that prayer wheel to a Dharma king. Don't be so stingy. So the lineage of Lamdre belongs to the Sakya school. And of the 5 schools, or 4 schools, each has their own lineages. And for the Nyingma Pa, the red sect, the lineage, for the great perfection. Was it great perfection? Great perfection. And for the white sect, or Kagyupa, their Dharma is Mahamudra. So great perfection, Mahamudra. And for the Sakya school, Lamdre, or the great perfect and supreme wisdom. And for the yellow sect, Gelugpa, it's Yamantaka. Yamantaka, Mahamudra, great perfection, and the great perfect and supreme wisdom, which is Lamdre, which is being expounded now. So each has its own topmost Dharma. Each of this Dharma is similar, with minor differences. So what we talk about today, so the fruit has 3 kinds. The fruition of our heart is not returning, and the solitary hearers, he's at a place where there is no Buddha Dharma. However, he's very gifted. He was born with gifts and intelligence. And he always mull over or contemplate on, where did I come from? Where will I go after death? What is the purpose of my life? Why do I live in this world? He often contemplates on these questions. Of course, if you hear the Buddha Dharma, you would know. I came from where? At the very beginning, I came from ignorance. Where will I go? So what you do in this life and what you have done in the past lives will result in the future life, in the rebirth cycle. So in Buddha Dharma, we know why do we live in this world is to play out, to eradicate your karma, your karmic retribution. So in Buddhist study, we know we need to completely purify our karma and to awaken. What is the solitary hearer or solitary enlightened? He does not encounter any Buddha Dharma, but he contemplates on himself. Where did I come from? Where will I go? What do I do living in this world? Until eventually, one day, he gained enlightenment. Where I came from, where I will go in the future, and in this world, what should I do in order to be liberated from the cycle of rebirth? And he wants to return to the realm of non-returning. And having this kind of mindset, he applies it. And one day he gains enlightenment, he sees the way and practice according to the way until ultimately he gained realization of fruition. And this kind of fruition is called the solitary hearer. It's also non-returning. And then above that is Bodhisattva. And Bodhisattva primarily benefit others. It's also non-returning. Not only you eradicate your own karma, you also help other people eradicate their karma. They are called Bodhisattva. You think of others and forsake yourself, sacrifice yourself. And finally, Buddhahood. He has his own realization and has realized or has applied his realization. So his realization, his vows, and his conduct are perfect, and they are called Buddhas. So what's mentioned here, the exposition on fruit, there are three kinds. One is self-benefit, perfect provisions, and the causes and condition accumulate to the five bodies. So self-benefit typically is arhat. They cultivate themselves, they don't deliver sentient beings. So he has attainment and it is non-returning. That's called arhat. And you benefit, and you enlighten yourself and benefit others, help others to have realization. So can let the blind discern. So the people of the world are blind, but you can let the blind wake up and realize, have realization. So that's benefiting others. That's the fruition of Bodhisattva. The first kind is the fruition of benefiting self, and then second is the fruition of benefiting others, and the third kind is to benefit self and others. So all the related gather and have realizations. So I'm teaching the Dharma, you're listening to the Dharma, and we all have attainments. So you benefit self, benefit others, and your realization is complete and perfect. So there are three kinds of fruitions in Lamdre. So the realization and the conduct are complete and perfect. And then to benefit others, that's bodhisattva. But when the realization and the conduct are complete and perfect, that's a Buddha. But if you have attainment for yourself, but you don't benefit others, that's arhat. So today, as a human being, what benefits ourselves but does not benefit others, don't do. When it doesn't benefit yourself, but it benefits others, then you should do. In this Saha world, we have to do this in order to generate merits. If it benefits yourself and benefits others, of course you have to do it even more. If it doesn't benefit yourself and it doesn't benefit other people, then don't do it. So if it benefits yourself but it doesn't benefit others, also don't do it. But if it doesn't benefit yourself but it benefits others, then do it. And if it benefits yourself and benefits others, of course you can do it. But if it doesn't benefit yourself and doesn't benefit others, of course don't do it. Very simple, right? Think about it. So in our Buddhist studies, we have to do that. We have to follow that. About X, it benefits herself and doesn't benefit others, and she did it, so that's wrong. So the Sawe chapter from Malaysia, Samme chapter. One is Sawe, one is Sanme.
有没有讲沙威啊？没有哦，是三昧。
哦 ，It's a 三昧。
沙威啊。
三昧 chapter。
沙威同修会，他把供养师尊的，给他擦擦啊。这个当然请擦擦转交给，所以要供养。
To pass their offerings to Grandmaster.
我也不知道到底哪里去了。
But I don't know where it has gone to.
就是没有就对了。
It's not here.
他有力，然后我没有力。
So she benefits, but I don't. And she did it.
这个没关系啦，因为金钱呢本来不是我的，就是你的。
But it's okay, because if money doesn't belong to me, it belongs to you. Or to X, it's okay.
也可以，钱本来就是要花的嘛，不然钱留在我这里干什么？
Money is to be spent.
他花我花。
So what use is it to be left here with me? It's okay. I spend or she spends or whoever, that's fine. But that happened.
另外这个
I'm okay.
有一件事情我要讲。
But I like to say one thing. I often says everything is fine. For Grandmaster's principle is everything is fine. Everything is fine. everything under the heavens is ever changing. Everything is fine. As I said, everything is the best arrangement. And Grandmaster doesn't care. It's the carefree person. Everything is fine. That's why I told all the reference and masters, if you like to wear the precept robe, go ahead. If you like to wear the Zen robe, go ahead. What is the precept robe? Is that when your robe has stripes, like the ordained monks and nuns would wear the precept robe. And the Zen robe is more popular in Tibet. It's a piece of cloth and then you wrap it around yourself. And then you hold it tight, and you need to pay attention that it doesn't fall off. We call it the Zen robe, and most Tibetans, tantric practitioners, would wear this Zen robe. But in China, most the ordained monks and nuns would wear the precept robes. They rarely wear the Zen robe. And for me, it's okay whether you wear precept robe or the Zen robe, because it doesn't matter to me. You wear whatever you like. But X said, those who wear the Tibetan style of the Zen robe can emit light, can radiate pure light. But those who wear the precept robe will emit black smoke. But my gurus never said anything like that, and I never said anything like that. Only X said that anyone wearing the precept robe is and with the black smoke. So she wanted everyone to wear the Zen robe. But let me tell you, the light in the Buddha Dharma is the light that you train, you practice, whether you wear clothing or you don't, or whether you wear bikinis. If you cultivate spiritually, you can emit light. Right? So, like if you wear pajamas at night, then you cannot emit light, because when you sleep, you wear pajamas. And Grandmaster never wears pajamas. I just wear my underwear. I have no pajamas or night. So, if you wear pajamas, you cannot emit light. So you cannot emit light when you are taking showers. So even when you take off your clothes, you can still emit light. The true luminosity of the light is when you are totally naked. In Chinese, it's also like completely light and naked. How could it be that what you wear would generate light? If you don't wear that, you cannot. Whoever said that should be ripped. Her mouth should be ripped. No other lineage gurus ever said that. Who dared saying that if you wear certain clothing, then you would have black smoke? This is a concept that spiritual cultivators should know. Any spiritual cultivator would understand this.
你是一个有修行的人，你一样放光。
So even if you
你就算
wear
脱光了也是放光
the thick jacket, you can still
哪有
emit light.
穿
Or
哪个
if
衣
you're
服
naked, you can still emit
就
light.
就会放黑气的。他说穿戒衣的
She
全部
said
放黑
that
气。
anyone wearing the precept robe would
这个叫什么
generate
呢？
black smoke. How could that be?
多铺，狗屎。
So that's called dog's poo.
这种话是狗屎话，
That kind of speech was
不要
dog
被骗
poo.
了。
Please don't
穿
be
任何衣
cheated.
服，
Don't
你
be
又可以放
tricked.
光的，到哪里都放光。
Doesn't matter what you
你修
wear.
行有
As long as you
成就
can
的，
generate
穿什么
light,
衣
you
服都
will
放光。
generate light no matter what you
你
wear.
修行没有成就的，
If you have attainment in
你
your
就
spiritual
穿的
cultivator,
会放光的衣
cultivation,
服，
then you
你还是
can
暗的。
generate light. If you don't cultivate spiritually, doesn't matter what you wear,
这样懂
you're
吗？
still dark. And now you understand.
这个是普通啊，最普通、最普通的
This is a
一个
very
常
common
识。
sense.
我们学佛人最普通的常
As
识，你连
Buddhists,
最
this is
普通的
a
常识你
very
都不懂，
common sense. How can you not
你当什么
understand
上
it?
师啊？
How could you be a
真的
master?
是都不。
You're really dog poo. She is.
有一个笑话嘛，我不是讲了吗？
There was a joke.
所以有3个神父
There were
到
3
夏威夷去玩，
fathers,
他当然
Catholic
他第一次
fathers,
穿那个
ministers
黑衣黑西装
went
这
on
边
a
有个
vacation
白
in Hawaii.
有个白
And of course, he wore his formal outfit with the white
大家都认为
collar.
神父到夏
And
威夷海滩来，
they went to the beach, and everybody, oh, Father, you came to Hawaii for vacation.
不穿
So
神
they
衣服
felt
出来。
awkward, so they
那其
changed
中呢有一
into
个
casual
比基尼的这个
outfits.
小姐，穿
And
比
then
基
they
尼
went back to the beach,
在
and
那
there
边
was
沙滩
a lady
看到他，
in
说
bikini
哎，你
running
们3
on
个
the
神父
beach
都来了，
and saw them and said,
说
oh,
哎有被认出来，
3 fathers,
赶快
you're
又
here.
回去换，
And they
换
thought,
海
oh
滩装
no,
就是穿
they would
海
recognize
滩的
again.
衣服，
So they wore the
这个
beach
花衬
outfit
衫呢，穿短裤，
with the colorful and flowery shirts and sandals
那个
and
比基尼
shorts.
那一个又跑一跑，又看到
And that
他们
lady
3
in
个
bikini
就说
was
哎
running and
3位
passing
神
by
父
them
你好
again and still said, oh, fathers, 3 fathers, how are you?
换什么衣服都被
How
认成
come?
神，都被认成。
They were still recognized no
那
matter what they wear.
这个3个神父呢，就问那一位穿
So
比基尼的
the 3 fathers asked the lady in bikini,
小姐，他说
Miss,
你怎么认得我们3个人是神父啊？
how can you know that we were
那穿比
fathers?
基尼的就
that
跟
we
他
are
跟那
fathers.
3个神父讲，
And the
你不
lady
知
said,
道吗？我
Don't
就是
you know?
修你呀，
I'm the nun, the Catholic nun
我就是修道院的修你呀。
from the seminary.
我的意思
I'm
是
the
讲
Catholic
说，
nun. So what I
你既然
meant,
是神父，不管你穿什么衣服，你还是神父。
if you are a Catholic father, that
能
doesn't
放
matter
光
what you
的，
wear, you're still a father.
大家都认得你。
So anyone that can
不能
emit
放光的，
light, you can
穿
be
什么都是一
recognized
样，
no matter what you wear.
还是不能放光，
If you
跟
can't
衣服没有关系。
emit light, doesn't matter what you wear,
所谓
you
放光
still
不放光
cannot
跟衣
emit
服没有
light.
关系。
It's totally unrelated
所以
to
他
the
讲说穿
clothings.
戒衣的就不
So
会
she said
就是黑气，
that those wearing the precept robe
那是
with
他
black
自己
smoke,
脑袋，
that's
是这
her
样子而
own
已。
thinking.
这普通的常识嘛，
It's common
跟大家
sense,
讲
right?
老王没有事，给自己卜了3个卦，
老
五
王
行缺房，
did a
就是他在他
divination
的五行里面呢，缺房子，他没有房子。
that
他
in the
自己
5
算出来
elements
他自
he
己没有
lacks
房子
house.
命理里面呢，他缺地，
And in
他没有土
his
地，
faith, he lacks soil or
这个
ground
话
or
里面的
property.
道理啊，又缺钱。
And in the trigrams, he lacks money. So no houses, no properties, no money. And then through the divination, how about romantic love? He lacks love. No one loves him.
这个除了没有人疼，全身到处都疼。
No love. He has pain all over his body, but love and pain in Chinese are
很多
homophone.
事情呢，不要自己
Sometimes.
悲哀，自己叹息。
So please don't
不管你
have
怎么样，
self-pity toward yourself no matter what.
今天的功课，
If you cultivate spiritually and you do your homework every
你就
day,
不会有缺陷。
then you will not lack anything.
你实际上每天只要
That
做一点，
in reality, you have to
将来
do a little bit
就会成
every
立。
day. And in the
就会
future,
成就的。
you would succeed, you would have success, and you would have attainment.
修行
in
人
terms
最
of
重
spiritual
要的一
cultivation.
点就是说，
The most important point
你不要
for spiritual
好像
cultivators,
这个一天打鱼呀，3天撒网，晒网。
don't just
一天打
practice
鱼
for a
3
day
天晒网。
and rest for
不要
3
这样。
days.
每
Please
天
don't
都
be
要
like
打。
that. You
你自
have
己
to
就一
do
定
it
会有
every
收获。
single day. Then you would definitely
每
harvest
天都要
something.
修行。
You have to cultivate
自己本身
spiritually
就会有
every
收
single
获。
day. Then you would have
你不要
attainments.
去管，啊，你修的怎么样？
Don't worry
到时候你
how
自
you're
然放
doing.
放。
Naturally, eventually, you would emit
我就
light.
是这样子的。你看我写的。
That's how I am.
啊，现在已经写到
See,
260。
The books that I wrote,
261。
now I'm writing
261
book number 261.
在写。这是怎么样子呢？
261.
每天写你就可以
And how I
有
did
这
it,
样子的成绩。
I write every single
我
day
不写多啊。
in
我一
order to
天
have
只
the
写2
success.
篇，
I don't write
2
very
页
much,
纸而已啊。
just
一天只
2
有2页，
pages every day.
一天只写2页纸而已啊。
Every single day, 2 pages.
也不是写很多。
I don't
但是
write
你
very
只要
much,
持续写，
but
你
if
就
you
会有成绩。
persevere and
修行就
continue,
这样，
then you would have
每天修一点，
fruition.
积起来。
The same in spiritual cultivation. You practice a little bit every day, but
所以我教大家
altogether
的是
it
要
will
有
be
恒心，
incredible.
有
It will
久
be
远心，
remarkable.
不是
So
短
that's
暂
why you have to
短暂
persevere over the
是
long
修
term.
不成。
But if you're only short term, then it's no success.
有2个歌星在闲聊，
There are 2 singers
我
chatting,
首次
and
登
one
台啊，
said,
就获得了
the
很
first time
大
I got on stage,
的收获，成功。
I
观
had great
众献
success.
给我的花，足够能开一家花
And
店。
the flowers given by
这
the audience
这个歌星算是
would
很
be
不错
enough to open a flower
另
shop.
一个说，
So
那
the
算得
singer
什么
was
呢？
very successful.
我
And the other
首
one
次
said,
登
oh,
台，
what's so big deal
观
about
众
that?
观众
The
就
first
给
time
了
I
我
got
一座
on
房子。
stage, the
一间房
audience
子
gave me a house.
这个另外一个歌星讲，这是吹
So
牛
the
吧
other？singer
他
said,
说不是吹牛哦，
oh, you're
我
boasting.
只是说
No.
听众丢上来的砖块，足够我
Because
盖一栋房子。
The bricks that they threw at me would be enough to build a house.
那么一个是好的，一个唱得很好，
So
一
one
个是
is
唱得
very
比较
good,
差，唱得比较
and the other one is not that
不
good.
过只要有唱，
But if you
他一定
sing,
有收获。
then there would be some rewards.
啊，我们不能说完全说不做，什么都不做，那就是一种惰性。
So you cannot be
人本身有
not doing anything, that's indolence or laziness. So you're being lazy. So you do what you like, then that's good enough. So the fact that you become a Buddhist, that means you have the affinity. So first you listen and you contemplate what Grandmaster is talking about today, the concepts, the understanding, and then according to Grandmaster's method, you put it into practice. So first you listen and then contemplate, is this right? What does it mean? And then you put it into practice. Why do you want to practice diligently and honestly, earnestly? Because you need to think. You want to be liberated from the rebirth realm, and only spiritual cultivation allows you to do that. Otherwise, you're just a mundane being. Because you don't like to cultivate spiritually, you're lazy. So you like greed, you like money. Talking about money, I will mention X again. At the ceilings of her Leizang temple, which I just knew yesterday, there was a disciple from New York who wrote a letter to me. I spent lots of money to buy big stores, medium stores, and small stores. Big star, middle star, and small star. And they spent lots of money to buy lots of stores. And yet their fate is horrible. And I thought, what's this? Big stores, medium stores, small stores. First time I heard of them. Yesterday. And then there were two people coming here that finally I understood what they are. They were on the ceilings. There are big stars, medium stars, small stars, all over the ceiling. And then she asked the disciples, if you donate lots of money, then you can go to the big star. That's your future. Then you have affinity with the big star. Then you will go to the big star. If the donation is medium, then you go to the medium star. And if your donation is only in the thousands, then you just go to the small star. That in the future you can go to that star. But let me tell you, it's not very kind. It's called bullshit. What my guru taught me is that you practice meditation until your soul can leave your body from the tip of your head, and then you go to the space and you merge with the star and becomes the body of starlight. That's what my guru taught me. Is when your soul or spirit leaves your body to go to the star and merge with the star, and you would generate the starlight body. That's the practice of the starlight body. But she paint stars on the ceilings and sell them for
你相
money.
信吗？
So that's
这跟
greed.
天主教的赦罪券有什么不一样？我们历史上天主教的赦罪券，你花钱来买了这个票，这个就帮你的罪业给你消除了。
How different is this from the confession ticket sold by the Catholic Church? So you just buy the ticket and then you would be pardoned. So if you have money, you buy big star. And if you have medium, you buy medium star, or if you don't have much money, you buy small star, and those are the future. So is that right? Of course, wrong. So you embezzle money using this trick, using the starlight body Dharma practice taught by Grandmaster, but being skewed to get money. In the practice of the starlight body, you have to be able to leave your body and merge with the star. That's through practice and training, and you don't need to spend a cent. You don't have to spend any money. So let me tell you, if you need a lot of money for spiritual cultivation, that's definitely fraud. You can cultivate spiritually without spending much money. You just come to the Seattle Temple, Li-Zhang Temple, or any other Li-Zhang temples. But if they ask you to spend a lot of money, then that's the question on frauds. Whether Grandmaster is here or in Taiwan, everything is voluntary.
就算有规定价钱，都会比市面上的还便宜。
Even
应该比市面上的还便宜。
Even if there is a set price, it's still cheaper than the market. Someone said, well, in that case, your books should be free. Well, at least there's the cost of the papers, of the printing, and the shipping, etc. But the money is not for Grandmaster. The money goes to the Tatham culture, the publisher.
师尊写的书，他供养师尊，他的供养也是给他随意的。
Of course, they make offering to Grandmaster, but it's also voluntary. There's no set price for that.
大家要了解。
For the
修行，如果要很多钱才能够修行的。
So in spiritual cultivation, if you need to spend a lot of money, then there's the question on fraud. So please pay attention. There's a Caucasian said that Chinese are very hardworking race. And the Caucasian said, in the early morning, as I walk on the road, they will be saying that morning snacks. So that means morning snacks, but also could mean that be earlier. That's to ask people not to be late. So that's just different customs. and sometimes there would be misunderstandings. So like what I just said about the big stores, medium stores, and small stores, this X misunderstood. Okay, to be kind, we say that she misunderstood. But if she did not misunderstand, and she did it on purpose, then that's not good. And another point, those coming from San Francisco, for Grandmaster's birthday, they would prepare a huge birthday card. And they said they made offerings to Grandmaster and asked their master X to pass the birthday card or whatever card to Grandmaster. And they all write something and sign their names. And they also give their offerings, asking the master to pass it to me. But I'm really sorry, I never received any of the birthday cards or New Year cards, none of those cards. Maybe it was burned on the fire. Mercenary. So, and I'm sorry that ever since I entered into retreat until now, I never received any offerings from the San Francisco area. I was in retreat for a total of 17 years or 7 years. I never received any offerings from X nor disciples in the San Francisco area. You know, there was one time that she was about to make offering to me a long time ago, and I said, no need. Let this offering become your education fund. I just said that once. Only that one time, not all the time. So that was a misunderstanding too. I said about that time, let's just use it for your education fund. And then she took that as, from then on, no need for offerings anymore. But now, the school was closed, no more education fund. And now she opened the underworld schools, so the schools for the spirits. No need for education fund anymore. So she now opened the schools for the spirits. If I were a judge, I would catch her. Where is the spirit school? Please prove it. So you lie because that's cannot be seen with eyes. So Golden Mother is here today. We would know once I consulted her spiritually. You know, you took $1,000 US per semester. And she even took 2,000 per semester from Master Lien Gao. And someone from Malaysia registered 5 of her attached spirits for the school. So she had to pay $5,000 US per semester for the spirits. So let me consult it. Was there a school for the spirits? No, none. Non-existent. So she cheated everybody. And the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas said it didn't exist. It doesn't exist. So for the school, for the spirits, you should have just received paper money and not US dollars. Right? For school, for the spirits, then of course you use paper money. That's good enough, right? Why do you want US dollar? How about the Li-Zang temple in heavens? Oh, I've written about that in my book. Oh, I am terribly upset by this ex-master. That I wanted to hit the wall. So she's a true fraud. So there was a university that's like your, fraud university in Taiwan. This is just a joke. Let me share another joke. Our ancestors have no TVs, no radios, no color televisions, no phones. How could they live? And then A told B. That's why they're all dead. Of course, this is a joke. If you want to be free from the rebirth cycle, you need to recognize the karma that you brought from the past. Add it to the karma you create in this life, whether it's good or bad, and then all combined, calculated. If your good karma is more than the bad, you go to heavens. If your bad karma is more, then you fall into the 3 lower realms. So if you do a lot of bad karma, then you fall into the 3 lower realms. If you do a lot of good karma, you go to heavens. And we can also say, even the heavens are part of the rebirth realm. So you need to end and purify all of your karma, including the good karma, and that's spiritual cultivation. So you don't just do goods, you also have to practice to train to generate light, and to make your light to merge with the whole universe. And you reach the realm of non-returning, the 3 fruitions that we just mentioned earlier. 3 different kinds: Arhat, and the solitary hearer together, and then Bodhisattva and Buddha. They are all non-returning. Only then you leave behind the rebirth realm. Only then that would be called fruitions.
非常感谢根本传承上